Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and more. As you come into the room, be sure to like this video and drop your crowns and locations. I want to know where you guys are watching from. It's our weekly 90 Day Fiancé recap, 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. And only reason why I feel the need to actually make the time to do a recap was because their tell-all was actually better than their entire season. So if you're a 90 Day Fiancé fan, come on in, share this live on your social media, on your Twitter, on your Instagram, wherever you communicate with your family, Facebook, whatever it may be. Let people know we are live. We're going to recap this. I literally had to rewatch it because so much happened. And the second time around of rewatching it, I was like, I missed some stuff. Some really important details. You know, there will be some couples that I don't love to talk about because they really had no storyline this season. But we're going to talk about them because I want to talk about all of the couples. But there, of course, this is broken down in like 2 parts, I believe. I don't think they're going to do a 3-part reunion. Hopefully not, for this very dry season. If you missed it earlier, we were live and we were talking about some Portia news and Fallon Gobadia, aka Fallon Pina. Be sure to check out the channel here on Kempire Daily for all of those details. You may have tried the link a little bit earlier and it didn't work. Try it now. It should be working, just in case you missed it. And any other stories that we've covered in the last few days. We've covered a lot of different stories. And TikTok, head on over to one of our other platforms. We're live on Facebook on TheKempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook, live on TheKempire on Twitch and Twitter. And of course, we're live here on TikTok. I will be trying to look to see what you guys are saying here. Bouvet says, Kempire, what happened to your other live on YouTube from today? I literally was just answering that question. Guys, if you were trying to watch the live that we did earlier, it should be available right now. Head on over there and be sure to check that out. It should be available now. You know, a lot of little issues with community guidelines, but it's definitely available. Luckily, we didn't have to wait too long for them to fix the issue. So if you missed that Fallon Gobadia, Fallon Pina story, I saw Fallon went live just now. She might be still live doing a Q&A. I have to say, the artwork that was behind her, y'all know I love art. I say, if she's selling, I'm buying. One of those pieces were really, really nice. Fallon, can I get a discount? Can I get a blogger discount? Anyways, let's get into this. First of all, the tell-all. Let's talk about it. Of course, there are some big, major issues, but let's talk about the people that, you know, I've been calling BS about this entire season. I am not interested in Andrei or Libby or Chuck talking about their fake storyline this entire season. I'm honestly checked out. I know next week that they're going to dig deeper into this whole situation between Andrei and Chuck. But honestly, I don't care. I have not cared this entire season. I don't care. And I know some of you that are watching the recaps are like, if you don't care, why are you talking about it? Because there are other people I care about. I just want to kind of get to the people we don't care about. And I have to say, of all of the couples, I think the reason why I really don't like Andrei and Libby's storyline, besides Libby being on OnlyFans, is the fact that it feels so forced. It feels so fake. I don't believe it. The father last week with the really? Everyone's in on it. They like being on TV. I know they all have a mugshot. I've heard all the stories, and I'm still not interested in this family. Libby, you have a cute baby. That's about it. I don't care. I have nothing for you. Unless something juicy happens next week, I probably won't talk about them next week either. But I love how they work. You know, in the very beginning, you know, the thing about 90 Day Fiancé, they capture every single moment, even when they're not sitting down at the couches. So they capture all the couples coming in. Libby and Andrei coming in, like, she has her sunglasses. They both got their sunglasses on. I'm like, y'all really think y'all famous? Y'all really think y'all famous? Please have several seats, okay? Anyways, that's all they're getting from me this episode. Speaking of all that they're getting from me this episode, this couple, Jovi and Yara, another couple that has a very cute, adorable baby. And they have a very cute storyline. But I'm over the same storyline they gave us in 90 Day Fiancé just a few months ago. with the whole, oh, Jovi's irresponsible. Jovi's never home. Jovi doesn't want to settle down. Yes, that's reality. We see this in real life, but it wasn't entertaining enough to keep me locked in on this couple. I don't care. They're not even bringing it as a commentary on this tell-all. At least they could bring it with the commentary. I'm not here for it. 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 And even in this particular episode, they bring up the whole, Jovi's not ready to settle down and change his life. And if anything, I have to give them one thing. I have to give them one thing. They brought the tea about Mike and Natalie, and the whole Mike and Natalie. Not Mike and Natalie. The whole tea about Natalie coming to New Orleans with some man, and they went on a double date. And Jovi never told Mike about it. Mike was very surprised when he heard that particular story. Hey, D. Walsh, hi from Dublin, Ireland on my TikTok chat. I appreciate you being here. Hey, Maria, what's going on? I recap 90 Day Fiancé on my social media in under a minute. I post the shorts here on YouTube as well. So I did do a quick recap of the 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After tell-all. Okay? But yeah, so the one thing that this couple, Yara and Jovi, did bring, and TikTok, if you're wondering, I'm showing visuals on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. So you can head on over there if you want to see more of that there. So yeah, I mean, they brought the tea in regards to that particular storyline. But other than that, I'm bored with this couple too. Hold on, let me bring some other pictures that I want to show to you guys. If you're just tuning in, be sure to like this video if you haven't liked it already. We're doing our weekly 90 Day Fiancé recap. Of course, 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way is coming. I'm looking forward to that. What else is coming? Something 90 Day Fiancé, something else. I'm watching Darcy and Stacey. If you follow me on social media, I did under a minute recap of the last few episodes of Darcy and Stacey. Darcy and Stacey have officially lost it. They've officially lost it. We're seeing their weave tracks. Every episode, I'm seeing a weave track. They even saged their weave tracks. All right. I mean, I'm not that entertained by season 2 of Darcy and Stacey, to be honest with you. They can actually be done with it. I feel like she's paying Georgie to be on the show. She needs some guy for her to act crazy over, and that's what she's doing. I'm digressing, but it's related because it's 90 Day Fiancé, and if anything, Darcy is at least more interesting than Yara and Jovi, at least in my book. Definitely more interesting than Yara and Jovi. Matter of fact, I want to pull a couple of photos that I wanted to talk about. Hold on, y'all. Let me just pull this photo in because we're going to talk about this couple in a second. Because that couple, although I don't find them that interesting, I do think the whole family situation, even though a couple of weeks ago when the fight broke out and Asuelu, matter of fact, since we're talking about them, because this is another couple I'm not that interested in. This was a sucky season. For 90 Day Fiancé. It was. Can we admit that? What's going on, everyone in the chat? I apologize. I don't even see everyone right now because I'm so focused on this. Hi, I am Freedom, Lorene, Janine, what's going on? Uella, Tawana, what's going on? First Twin, I see you. Nikki, what's going on? All right. So back to this. So, of course, Tiffany and Asuelu. I mean, I feel like they had enough of an entertaining story that I could watch them. I could watch them more than I could watch Libby and Andrei. I do feel like there were certain parts of their story that was made up, especially them trying to buy a house in the very first episode. Y'all can't even afford to rent a house right now, never mind buy one. And then, of course, at the end of the season, we find out that Kalani's mom is saying they're going to sell the house, and now they need to find somewhere to go. I'm still not interested. I'm not interested. 90 Day. I know you watch these reviews. Don't bring them back. I could care less about Asuelu's mom and sister. It was funny for this season, but now I'm over it because they never made contact. At least if we saw some, no, let me not. Anyways, moving on. Brandon and Julia, another couple. Oops, that's not Brandon and Julia. Brandon and Julia. Okay, another couple. And this is why the season sucks so much. You had too many couples that were not entertaining to watch. Julia had some funny moments, and I have to give Julia this. She's funny when we're interacting with the other couples. She is jealous. She is part of the reason why Brandon allegedly they're having issues, being so far away. But the real reality of what's going on in their life, and I saw it in Brandon's eyes when his father was talking about being sick. They did not reveal the details of what his sickness might be. But with that being said, I felt like that was such a real situation. And if he really would like to move closer to be there for his dad, Julia, you need to bend. You need to bend on this, because this is the moment where he's going to judge you. This is the moment where you're supposed to show up for your husband. This is the moment where your vows are supposed to take precedent. And I think that's what's going on there. He seems really upset by what's going on with his father. Like I said, they didn't reveal what the health situation is, but either way, it seems very serious. And we need, if you really, Julia's immature. Can we just say it? She's immature. She's a young woman. She's immature. I do like it when Julia goes after Natalie. Let's talk about Natalie. I'm trying to go through this so that we can be efficient. I don't want to waste too much time on this season, because we have some longer conversations to have. And I'm going to drop the call-in link. Once we get to 100 likes, I'll drop the call-in link so you guys can weigh in on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, The Tell-All. Shout out to Sean Robinson. I remember Sean from, what was that show? Oh my God, it was one of those entertainment shows. It wasn't Entertainment Tonight. Was it Access Hollywood? Why is she not on there anymore? She still looks like she did when she first showed up on Access Hollywood. Sean Robinson, shout out to you. And I don't want her job. I think she's perfect. Maybe they need to bring her over to Bravo, but I know that's going to be a conflict. Anyways, Mike and Natalie. So, there have been so many rumors about this couple online. We heard that she moved to Seattle, and then we heard she might have been pregnant, and then we heard the rumors that she moved to Florida. Basically, in this tell-all, she reveals that she did move to Florida. But what we didn't realize or know was that Mike was still paying for her life. But Mike apparently didn't know about the date she had with Jovi and Yara and some guy that she met in her Russian community. And she did not, when Yara says she asked her who this guy is, she would not give a clear answer. The same way we never get a clear answer from Natalie. And she might blame it on language barrier, but I don't think it's the language barrier. Natalie is shady. However, I've been watching this entire season. Mike, you're not that innocent. I mean, Mike came out looking better towards the end of the season, but y'all remember that tea that I dropped in one of my reviews? In the back of Mike's, I forget what you call those things, in his knick-knack situation in his house, there was a photo. It's now edited out on the episode of the Confederate flag. Come on. It was there. So I'm looking at Mike all day, every day with the side eye. Just saying, the same way side eye that he was giving Natalie in that picture. But without putting that to the side, because we got to put a lot to the side with some of these couples. Natalie isn't innocent. Mike isn't innocent. However, Mike was taking care of her life. And she finds out in this episode, once he finds out that she might be cheating on him or with another man, he's like, I'm cutting you off. We had no idea that she had a bank card. She's living in Florida, living off of Mike. And with the K-1 visa, she can't apply for, welfare or anything like that. He makes at least a 10-year commitment of supporting her no matter what. But he says that he's going to file for divorce. At one point, Natalie calls her mom to let her know. It seems as if Natalie, even though she's saying, we were very much in love, even though there was a point where she couldn't even say what she loved about him or that she was in love with him. Okay, girl. I think Natalie was here for the visa. I think Natalie wanted to be maybe an actress or a superstar, but now that she's finding out that he's going to divorce her, there may not be a possibility for her to stay in the country. So now she's more concerned about that. So her living in Florida, living in Florida in the high life, and she's got everything that she wants. She's being taken care of by a man in Washington. But one of the things that she says during this tell-all that I thought was so, I felt for her in this moment because I believe it. We talk about what that house looked like in the woods. We talked about him going out in the woods in the dark. She said she literally got depressed. She said that she gained weight. She didn't feel supported by him. She went on antidepressants. I was like, is that a croissant? The way she made it sounded like it's something you could eat. But she said she had to go on antidepressants. So I was like, whoa, I felt for Natalie in that particular situation. I don't feel that either one of them are innocent in this situation. I really don't believe either one of them are innocent in this situation. I need the follow-up, though, on Natalie's friend that took her out the house and then came back in Mike's house, was like, can I use your bathroom? And we also know that she might be in love with Natalie, but maybe okay, can I speculate for a second with you guys? Can I speculate? Let's speculate. I speculate that Natalie moved out that day, went to go stay with Juliana. Juliana hit on her, and she was like, oh, no. I thought we were just friends. I'm moving all the way across the country because you're obsessed with me. I'm speculating. Anyone else? Oh, Lord. What in this? Freedom, where you been? I ain't seen your name in a while. Oh my! Joan says, "Hell yes." See, you guys, we see each other. Shantae says Natalie should have chosen better. Oh, sometimes I always forgetting, Shantae, that you watched this too. You're as messy as me. Ruth says, "Yes, Kempire is right." I'm just speculating. Is that what happened? Why did she go clear across the country? I mean, if she wants to be an actress, Florida is not the place. That's not the place to be an actress, right? Unless you're going to be another kind of actress. Okay. I don't know. But like I said, rewinding back, I felt for Natalie in this particular situation. I felt when she talked about being depressed, about gaining weight, a lot of people were saying that she was pregnant. No, she was depressed. She was going through things. And she said she doesn't want to be on antidepressants. A lot of people don't want to be on antidepressants. And the fact that she was going through that. And I also don't feel that Mike took that serious enough in the conversation. That was a very serious situation that she was talking about. And I get it. One thing, a lot of people saying, oh, she should have known what she was, getting into. Even Mullet Mom. Shout out to Adam. That's what Adam calls her. Mike's mom. She was like, you should have known that this is the way that he lived. Yeah, but knowing and then actually living it, and it's a pandemic. That you have to remember this. And it's a pandemic. And Mike also talked about how his business changed after the pandemic because, he lost workers. So it made him even more busier. So like all of those elements played into this relationship. All those elements played into this relationship. TG says, Natalie's going to make her way to Vegas or New York. You're not. No, don't come here, Natalie. We don't need you here. We do not need you here. Mrs. Beemore says she could be a character at theme parks. That is true. Oh, Lord. Y'all really believe this? She can be Minnie Mouse at Disney World. Oh, my goodness. Allison, thank you so much for the super chat. You know what I got to do? Allison says, yes, that's real. She was so desperate for a connection with people from her home country, she didn't even see the signs that the woman was coming on to her. So that's why she allegedly ran to Florida after Juliana was so in love with her, even though Juliana's married. And Juliana was like, I want us to be together. I'm speculating. I'm not saying that this is true. This is the story that I'm creating in my head and probably would have played out better on the show. Allison, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, my goodness. TG says she's searching for a sugar daddy or mama, whichever. Well, then there's the other side of the story. Maybe Natalie was like, "You're not going to take care of me. You made me leave my husband that was taking care of me, and you're not going to take care of me. So I'm moving to Florida on my husband's dime." I like my other story. Well, Tanya says Mike is too boring for Natalie. He's simple. Natalie thinks she's Hollywood. She does. She does think that she's better than Mike. That's without a doubt. She definitely thinks that she's better than Mike. In a lot of ways, she is. In a lot of ways that she is. But you know what? Not every relationship is going to be balanced. Oh my gosh. All right. Is that it? Is that all I have to say about Mike and Natalie? I mean, there's going to be more. At one point, the mullet mom, definitely denies calling her a hooker. She definitely denies it. She doesn't deny it saying it in the past, but she denies it in that particular moment. And and this is again why I love 90 Day Fiancé, is because they capture those moments that aren't necessarily at the couch when Natalie goes over to the mom, making it seem as if she wants to make peace with the mom. If you wanted to make peace with I don't understand why you want to make peace with the mom, because, I see why you want to make peace with mullet mom. You want to make peace with her because you know that she's going to pull the strings for Mike. So if she's happy with you, maybe Mike won't take the bank card from you and divorce you and send you back to the Ukraine. The mullet mom's a hater. Natalie and Mike are way too different. Yeah, they are. I don't think she's better than Mike at all. She used him. I mean, it really, based on this tell-all, it seems as if she was really using him, and because she seems more concerned about going home than about trying to make it work with Mike. Just saying. Sorry, y'all. I had to make sure I ate before this, but I had my water. Okay. What's going on TikTok? We are live on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, recapping 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, the tell-all, season 6. And this was just part 1. I believe there's a part 2. I don't think there's a part 3. They filmed this in New York. Sidebar. They filmed it on 106th Street, which is close to Harlem. And I said to myself, why are they shooting so far uptown? That was interesting to me. I mean, there's different kinds of filming spaces all around New York, but I just was like, Harlem. But I don't think 106 that's not really considered Harlem. That's considered, I don't know what that's considered. I'm not in Manhattan like that, y'all. Okay. Yes, TG. She is as big as the Lincoln Tunnel, if you know what I mean. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Okay. All right. Hold on, y'all. Let me just... There we go. All right, back to this. So I think I'm done with Mike and Natalie. Let's talk about these two. Who have I missed so far? Who have I not talked about? Oh, Tiffany and Ronald. Okay, before we get into Angela and Michael, because there's a lot to say about Michael and Angela. If you're just joining us, we are... Damn, I'm already almost a half hour in. I didn't even realize. Tacy says, boo, I love Harlem. I'm a CT girl. No, Harlem's great. There's so many spaces. I was just surprised that they were so far uptown, but it is COVID too, so who knows? With that being said, Tiffany and Ronald. Tiffany reveals in this tell-all, first of all, that she's also getting the same surgery that Angela's getting, which I'm happy for her, because she does seem as if she's uncomfortable in the body that she has. But with that being said, I'm like, okay, this story between her and Ronald, we already know how it plays out on social media since then. So since then, these two have broken up. The most heart-wrenching part of their segment was when the moms were talking, especially Ronald's mom. Ronald's mom's like, you are part of my family. I care and love and adore you. It makes Tiffany really upset and crying. But one of the things that Ronald drops during this reunion, or tell-all, whatever you want to call it, He's jealous of the cameraman. He's saying that she was giving the cameraman more attention, almost accusing her of cheating. I guess I mean, they didn't allude to anything. We didn't get any solid proof besides her just saying, the cameraman's great. These people are working closely with these producers and cameramen to film the show, especially during COVID. So I'm sure it's very restricted. So it's probably just the same person all the time. Ronald was obviously jealous. I mean, when you're in a long distance relationship, that's why some people really are not able to do a long distance relationship, especially if you are jealous or controlling. And we've seen many of those sides from Ronald. But it's sad that this couple it doesn't seem as if they're not going to work out. I heard rumors that she didn't do the proper paperwork in order for him to come here. I know that he was approved to come. I don't know what's going to happen with that. At this point, the relationship seems to be over. So I don't know if it matters if he comes or not. The problem here is that they have a child together. That's the sad part here. They have a child together, and it's like, how are you going to make this work 2 continents away? How are you going to make this work? I don't know. Hey, Brazil, what's going on? I need to get to Brazil. Joan says, wait a minute, they broke up in real time. I saw some footage of them. Their relationship is still in turmoil. I believe she is working on a divorce. It is what it is. Look, it is what it is. Not my relationship. Marvina says, Ronald is such a jerk. I couldn't deal with the sexism. A woman can work and take care of him, but isn't equal to him. Very good point, Marvina. Very good point. Shani says he had the paperwork first. He didn't want to do it, and he gave it to her, so she didn't do it. Thank you for the clarification. Either way, he's not coming. He's not interested in being here. He never was interested in being here. He wanted them to move there. Remember their storyline. This is not the first time that Tiffany and Ronald have been on the show. They've been on in the past, and she moved to South Africa for a period of time. She didn't like it. She felt unsafe and decided to move back. So we already knew he didn't want to leave South Africa, and I don't blame him. When you look at the things that are happening now, I don't blame him. I mean, that's his homeland. That's where his family and friends are. I get it. But now you have a wife and a child that live in the United States. It's a very tough situation. I definitely couldn't do it, but I have no problem moving. So Ruth says they are toxic together. I agree. Wait, Love in Paradise is starting to get good. I'm just shaking my head at the old girl who's pregnant. I see a lot of people talking about Love in Paradise. I don't know if I can get into. I don't know. I might. I mean, my schedule's clearing up with some of these shows ending, but we'll see. Latanya says, I don't think Tiffany is that innocent. I don't think any of these couples are innocent. Let's be real. I don't think any of these couples are innocent. I think they've all played a part, some more than others. Tay says Ron has a temper that makes me say, He does, even on camera. So you can imagine off camera. Can you imagine how he is off camera? But like I've been saying in my recaps of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, I feel like Tiffany and Ronald have real issues, and almost to the point where it's like, okay, maybe you shouldn't be on a reality show. You should really figure this out, because you do have a real child together and another child that you claim as your own. So maybe you guys need to get off of reality TV and off of social media and off of these YouTube streets and really try and figure out your relationship. And look, not every relationship is meant to work out. But like I said, you have to figure out a way to co-parent this young child. P says, South Africa is going through it. She's safer here, believe it or not. I mean, that's all well and good. But with that being said, regardless of that, you have a child, and one of you want to live in the United States and one of you wants to live in South Africa. Y'all going to have to figure that out, or the courts will. Okay. Janine says, one thing about Tiffany is she's going to wear a blouse with the shoulders cut out. I saw a meme with that. She's cute. I like Tiffany. Tiffany, I don't want you back on the show, though. Figure out your situation and come back to us. No, matter of fact, don't come back to us. Speaking of back to us, you guys know, if you've seen my recaps, if you see me on other channels, you know I always say, look, Would I be Angela's friend in real life? Hell to the no. Hell to the no. I am not interested in being her friend. We've seen her multiple seasons on this franchise, and she's said and done some problematic things. She's hateful to Michael, but she's entertaining at points. And to me, she really saved the season because other than Angela, the rest of this cast sucked. I'm gonna just lower my voice. Sucked. Kara on my TikTok says Tiffany loves a cold shoulder. I know what you mean there. She does love a cold shoulder. Back to Angela. Angela, as you guys know, was on Maury. I don't know if you guys have seen the clip. Well, she gave us a Maury flashback with this particular episode. So they covered a lot of different areas in this episode. And one of those areas was that she brought up again that Michael was not there for her after her surgeries. And I don't know. I still feel like that's such a pre-produced storyline that she's giving us. But I do, if she's acting, she's a better actress than Libby and Andrei and his entire family, because she really got in her feelings. And I was like, I really believed her for a second that she was really upset that Michael wasn't there for her after the surgeries. And obviously, first of all, she was fashionably late to this tell-all. She walks in with this ponytail. Her and her her and her daughter must have got a 2-for-1 on the ponytails. Look, I am here for Angela flaunting her new body. I just felt like what she had on wasn't flattering. It wasn't flattering. Like, you can be revealing. It was like, this is not a cute look. And especially the ponytail. I was like, it just seems like you're trying to be young. And I'm not saying she needs to come out looking like an old lady, but it just seemed, who dressed you? Girl, you were here in New York. We could have went out and got you. No, I told you I'm not hanging out with Angela. I told you I'm not hanging out with her. She gonna think I'm Michael and start yelling at me. I'll be like, who are you talking to? And she did flip out on Michael quite a few times in this reunion, but she did break down and say that, he wasn't there for her, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I thought you guys got over it because as soon as you came in there, flaunting your sashaying across the stage, mind you, it's a pandemic, you need to keep distance. She's coming across the stage, she's in front of Sean, and she's like, and she did get her breasts done. She didn't get the gobble done because she refuses to quit smoking, but she did get her breasts done. So I guess she quit it long enough to get the breasts done. The breasts look good. We got sight of the breasts at one point. We'll get to that in just a second. If you're just joining us, we're doing our weekly 90-Day Fiancé Happily Ever After recap. And this is of the tell-all. Sorry, y'all. Let me take a sip. Shani says, I don't like Love in Paradise. Let's stick to 90 Days. Well, 90 Days has The Other Way coming up. Jenny's back. Oh, y'all know I got to talk about Jenny. So that will be coming. LaTanya says, Angela, you will never be 30 again. Dress like it. Damn. See, I don't want to be that person where I'm saying you have to dress your age. No, I just felt like it wasn't flattering what she had on. I didn't feel like it was flattering. It looked almost like, I don't even know how to even describe what Angela had on. It just was weird. It just didn't look good. It wasn't flattering. It looked like she was trying too hard. I don't know. I've seen her look better at a bigger weight. And I love the fact that she looks great and she feels great, but it just didn't look good. And Skyla too. I didn't like and Skyla's young too. I didn't like the ponytail on Skyla. I was like, what's going on? Okay, TG, a little bit. And cheap. Cheap is a better word. Cheap. She looked cheap. Damn. Shut up, Shantae. Are you kidding me? Angela and Sean are 3 years apart in age. I mean, that's not the first time I've seen that, especially with our Black women, but damn. That's a stark difference side by side. Oh, man. Woo! What Lisa says, going to the club. They really look like they're going to the club. Speaking of the club, so it's revealed in this tell-all that Angela was hanging out with her plastic surgeon. You remember the upgraded version of Michael that we got to meet? Sidebar. I was going to bring this tea here, but I'll just say it. I actually had some photo proof. Dr. Oh my goodness, what is his name? Onib? You guys will remind me in the chat. The Nigerian plastic surgeon that Angela was flirting with. Sidebar. I have a lot of sidebars. Angela, how dare you get mad at Michael just for having a girlfriend? You are straight up flirting with Mike this entire reunion. At one point backstage, she has her feet up on Mike's lap and he's massaging her feet. If Michael in Nigeria had done that, you would have had a conniption. It's the hypocrisy for me. The hypocrisy. Yes, Dr. Obeng. Thank you so much, Raya. Dr. Obeng, you have a storied past, allegedly. So there's a story going around. I don't know if it's true. I have not been able to confirm it, that he cheated on his wife. I got it. Look, y'all know I saved the picture. I'm not going to upload it. I'm just going to read to you what I found. Okay. So this is what it's labeled. First of all, Dr. Obeng is cute. He is an upgraded version of Michael. And I'll get to the Angela story in just a second. I didn't realize I had so much to say on this stuff. I'm gonna drop the call-in link now. So before I forget, before we get into this Dr. Obeng mess, Dr. Obeng is a mess, y'all. Hold on, let me just drop the call-in link. Oh my goodness, Angela is 55. So, oh damn. Sean looks good. Go ahead, Sean. Hold on. Let me just do this before I forget, y'all. I get sidetracked way too much, but you guys appreciate it, I'm sure. Because we got to talk about Dr. Obeng and the scandality of his life. Okay, allegedly. Everything I'm saying is alleged. I don't know if this is true, but if it's true, it's juicy. Okay, wait. I have to show it to you guys. You know I have to show it to you. As I said to you before, this is alleged. I don't know if this is true. Dr. Obeng, I am not trying to bring a brother down, but it's a mess on these streets for you. It's a mess on these streets for you. And this is why I like this. Here we go. Let me move this on over. All right. Let me read this to y'all. This is Dr. Obeng. That's a sexy picture of Dr. Obeng. Okay. So you met Dr. Obeng during this new season of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. We met him with Angela. Angela was obviously flirting with him. So someone posted this, and this is a screen cap of his ex-wife, allegedly. I went to her page. I couldn't find this. Obviously, she probably deleted it. But someone took a screenshot, allegedly. I don't know if this is edited or Photoshop, but for speculation purposes and for our fun. Can we have fun? Can we just pretend that Dr. Obeng might be a mess? Might be a mess? Let's go. So this is what Veronica Obeng wrote. And she still goes by Obeng on social media, y'all. And she's beautiful. She's gorgeous. So he's so not interested. Sorry, Angela. Sorry, Angela. Okay. So she says this. She tags him in this post, allegedly. So as you guys can see, this says, here's why Dr. Obeng isn't married to his last wife anymore and is single. Good for you, Veronica. I love spilling tea. Shout out to our friends over at 90 Day Fiancé. So savage. Okay. So she posted this on her social media. Dr. Michael Obeng had the pleasure of speaking to your mistress tonight for over an hour. As your wife, I can say was very hurtful to hear about all the threesomes and sex parties you all attended and that you spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on her during the course of the last year. And now that I finally filed for divorce and you've done your best to completely eliminate me from your life and convince your colleagues and friends that you left me. I've been a wonderful mother to our eight children. Oh my gosh. I've supported you through everything. And instead, you chose to sleep with patients, spend all of your money on women, and ignore your family, your wife, and your vows. Please do tell your new practice manager that threatened to call the police on me today when I came to your office to pick up our child that she has no idea what you've put me through. Anyone that asks about me, please tell them that you offered to move me back home to Oklahoma and give me $4,000 a month, for all of our children and told me I'm a gold digger and you wish you never met me, even though you regularly sleep with prostitutes, patients, and my friends. And my friends. 7 known affairs later, I finally get it through my head. Being married is something you're just not that into. Hashtag true love, hashtag marriage goals. At every damn body because I don't care who knows anymore. Hashtag single. As I said before, I don't know if this is true. I did my due diligence. I couldn't find her on her page. But obviously, very much like Garcelle from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she, you know, you have those moments when you find out that your boo may have cheated on you. And this just came across my desk today, and I said, you know, I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring it. I don't know if it's true, but if it is, it makes sense. Sleeping with patients. So during this tell-all of 90 Day Fiancé, we find out that Angela goes to Dr. Obeng's birthday party. She says, well, first of all, Sean asked her, have you ever been alone with Dr. Obeng? And she goes like this. And I'm like, what is happening here? What are they trying to allude to? What are they trying to allude to? So she, according to Angela, she felt very ill. This is right after, you know, she just got her breast. You could tell she just got her breast done because they do look like they're still like trying to find their way. Rena says, why was Angela invited to the party? Because he probably thought cameras were going to be there. Dr. Obeng does give me a little bit of clout chaser. A little bit. He gives me a little bit of clout chaser, which is all right. Look, I know a couple of clout chasers. It is what it is. It is what it is. So she says that Dr. Obeng offered to take her home because she was feeling ill. And she's like, I was feeling ill, Michael. I was feeling ill. Michael was not concerned. Michael was not concerned. So, but Angela lied about it. Why would Angela lie about it if it really wasn't anything to it? Do y'all really think that Dr. Obeng was smashing Angela? Are we going to see Dr. Obeng on the next 90 Day Fiancé? Oh, Dr. Obeng, what a messy, messy boots you are. But it gets messier because Michael's, I guess, auntie-in-law, I don't think that's his blood aunt, right? I think she's married into the family. And some of y'all are a mess. Antonio said he hit that. TG says yes. Rena says nope. Joni says, I hope not. You guys are a mess. You know what? I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to do a poll because I love doing polls. Okay. Do you think that Dr. Obeng and Angela, I don't want to say have relations. I want to say, because I want to kind of keep it in the realm of they could have done something other than, you know, the in and the out. Okay. Do you think that Dr. Obeng and Angela had something more than friends or patient/doctor? Okay. Yes, I'm going to put a maybe as well. I'm just going to give you a maybe, even though I don't think there needs to be a maybe, but I'm going to give you a maybe. I'm going to you guys can vote. We have over 200 something people watching. We have some people backstage. I'm going to take your calls in just a second. Be sure to like this video if you haven't liked it already. Don't forget, we recap some of your favorite reality shows and some of your favorite hot topics. Don't forget, we don't just talk about housewives here on the channel or reality TV. We're giving you hot topics all day, every single day. So if you don't want to miss out, be sure to subscribe to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel or follow me on my TikTok, Hey TikTok, or my other social media. Everything is at TheKempire or at Kempire Daily. And join our texting community. I'm going to post the texting community here because it's another way for us to stay commute. Y'all know what I mean. I can't think, y'all. This is my second live of the day. The first live, we were talking about Fallon being pregnant. Fallon was alive earlier doing a Q&A as well. And she had some of her artwork. I believe it's her artwork behind her. I don't know if it was her. I know she said she does art. I want some of the art. Some of y'all may have saw me in the chat. I was like, how much for the art? I would buy the art. I love art. And maybe I'll put it right back here, and it could start our wall of housewives related stuff. But it has to be good. Like, I don't want crap. Look, I don't want embezzle hats behind me. Just saying. Anyways. Kim says he was drunk or high or something if he did. Y'all are wrong. Let me see what these results are already saying. Wow, wow. I'm gonna let you guys keep on voting. If you're just joining us, I've posted a poll in our Kempire Daily chat. Vote so we can get. I want to wait till we get to at least 100 votes before I look at these results and talk about these results. Y'all are a mess. Okay. Let me see what this is. Okay, here we go. So, Michael's aunt expresses her own concern about Angela having all these surgeries, Angela not having a baby. Angela loses her mind. Angela loses her mind. Angela loses her mind. I'm like, what are you doing, Angela? What is happening here? And look, I've defended Angela before. At one point, Angela's screaming. She goes to the camera and she's like, la, 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 la. And then she's like, look. And I was like, why would you show your breast to this woman? Like, I understand that Angela is funny and I'm entertained by her most of the time, but I was so turned off in that moment. It just felt so disrespectful. It felt just like you're just showing out to have a moment. And she always has this type of moment during the tell-all. She's been on the show for a few years now. It just was too much. Exactly, Joe. Kim says, "Y is right." Rhea says, "Yes, and she was wrong. She knows these people want this baby, and she knows her husband's culture. She was extra. She really was just extra. Look, Deb says Angel's an exhibitionist. You know, at one point, poor Sean was like this. That would be me too, because I was like, Ronald in South Africa was like, what is happening? I don't know. Oh, this poll right now, again, I'm going to wait till we get to 100 likes. This poll is very close. I'm so shocked that this poll is very close. TikTok, what's going on? I see you guys, Angela and Mike. Now, that couple would make sense. Angela and Mike, Natalie's husband. Well, she was flirting with him a lot during the reunion. I was just like, you and Michael from Nigeria must be over. You and him must be over. But Angela, you're in Georgia, and Mike is all the way in Washington. He's not moving to Georgia. Rena says, Angela needs to go. Andrea says, no respect for anybody. Jovi was loving it. Yeah, because he likes to go to a strip club. So, anytime he don't care who it's on. Because, he's probably seen some ugly strippers back in the day and was like, happy as a clam. Oh, I don't know. Kathy was like flirting with Mike in front of Michael. Yep. It was weird to me. It was very weird to me. I was like, Kim says, yep, he did love it. Angela gonna make a new, right? I'm actually surprised that she didn't. I would actually, not that I would subscribe to Angela's OnlyFans, but I could see it more with Angela than Libby. Because y'all know Libby, Andrei's Libby. Yeah. Shantae says Jovi's ugly too, though. Jovi's mouth. I think if Jovi's mouth wasn't the way that it was, I think he'd be a little bit more attractive. They got a cute baby, though. I'll give them that. They got a cute baby. You're not seeing it for Angela? Angela is a walking contradiction. She really is. She is. She's a hypocrite. Because if Michael did any of the things that she did on the reunion or during the season, she would have had his head. She would have been done with him. Nicole says, Dr. O was on that show. Remember, he cheated on his wife with Patience. He's been married 5 times. Oh, so the tea that... So this is true. Hold on, y'all. This is true. This story that we just read about is true. I do remember hearing it, but I don't like to just throw people under the bus like that. But Dr. Obeng. Dr. Obeng's sexy though. Look at that face looking at you. And he's a doctor, a plastic surgeon, any surgery you want. His wife was beautiful though. No, she is beautiful. If you look at current pictures of her, his wife is beautiful. Or ex-wife. His ex-wife is beautiful. All right. We're almost at 100 votes. I want to, if you haven't voted in our poll, be sure to vote. And then once we hit 100 votes, then I will read you the results. They're moved a little bit close, less close than they were before. Let me see what you guys do. Shanti says the doctor put his ex through it. She told us how much she put her through it. That is bad. Dr. Obeng. Yes, Dr. Obeng is the Gorilla Glue woman's plastic surgeon. I forgot. It's all coming together. All this reality show stuff. Yes, you're right. It was Dr. Obeng. He just likes to be in the spotlight. Faith says doctor is getting free publicity just like he did with Gorilla Glue. Damn, this is why I need you guys to be here to remind me of this stuff. Let me see. Hold on. The chat. Hold on. And Nicole says, Angela does way too much. I don't like how she talks to Mike a lot. I hear that all the time. Did you talk about the Real Housewives already of Beverly Hills? Shani, there's not a new episode until tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Is tomorrow Wednesday? Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday. The way the days are going. Yeah, we recap the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills every Thursday here on the channel. If you missed our recap from last week, be sure to check that out. Also, though, we did a really great live on. I mean, not to say it was a fun live, and we went through the auction list of the Girardi Keese law firm. If you missed that live, we go through different items of from the stapler to the dead plants. We go through all of it, so be sure to check that out. Oh, thank you, Rena. All right, so this is the poll. So the question was, do you think that Dr. Obeng and Angela of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After had something more than friends or patient/doctor? Overwhelmingly, at this point, you guys are saying 47% no, you don't believe that they had anything. At 39%, you do believe. It was very close at one point, though. It was very close, and 14% believe maybe there was a possibility. I'm going to end the poll now. Oh, you guys are amazing. I can't believe I talked. It's already almost an hour. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you. Data says Dr. Obeng and Angela are Obeng. You're so silly. I can't. Ezra says, I hope TLC doesn't have Angela back at TLC. I don't like her. I mean, at this point, what is her story? I heard that she was filming, though. And she might be filming 90 Day The Single Life, which was a big hit their last season. And I really enjoyed that. So what we probably will do, maybe we'll do a mashup of 90 Day Fiancé The Single Life and 90 Day The Other Way. 90 Day Single Life, 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, because that's also coming back. So maybe we'll do sort of like a mashup of both shows and talk about it, because I don't want to do separate lives for two different shows, unless one is just more entertaining than the other. Because this last season of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After and 90 Day Fiancé, the previous one, were terrible. But the tell-all was good enough for me to go live, and I appreciate almost 300 of you being here. If you haven't liked the video already, be sure to like it. If you are part of our replay crew, let me know your thoughts on the tell-all, your favorite moments. Do you think that Dr. Obeng and Angela are having something? What do you think about Dr. Obeng and the messiness that allegedly was going on in his personal life? Is he a clout chaser? Let me know in the comments. Let me just see the last couple of comments. What is going on? What are you guys saying? Queen says Dr. Obeng is giving Vogue with that shot, right? He was like, let me bring it back up. He was giving us a moment. He's cute. He's a cute man. But that's the thing. It can't just be about looks, y'all, because then y'all hear his past, and you're like, oh hell no, I don't need to lose my mind. Oh Lord, y'all are a mess. Deborah, really? Nicole says, wait, they might be that's how Angela's getting all them surgeries. Oh, through Dr. Obeng? Maybe. Is he the one who did her breast augmentation? Minky says Jovi looks like the late Fred Gwynne, Herman Munster. Oh, he really kind of does. He kind of does. That's pretty accurate. He looked okay, I can't even read that. Sometimes I just click the comments, y'all. I don't have time to like scan and read everything that you said in it unless it's like really offensive. And Jules said, Dr. Obeng don't want Angela, but maybe he's willing to do what he needs to do to be on reality TV. Maybe. Teacher said, it's the Ashley list for me. It's giving me Malik Yoba. Speaking of. Every once in a while, I'll watch back one of my videos. I'm like, damn, I should have. Okay. All right, guys. If you had to rate this tell-all from 1 to 10, let me know in the chat, what would you give this tell-all? Not the entire season, but tell-all. Because I felt like the tell-all was solid. How would you rate it? I'm not going to tell my rating because I don't want to influence you. From 1 to 10, how would you rate the tell-all? Deborah says he told her it would help with the tightening facial skin. Did I miss something? Angela could be doing other things for, well, that's what people are alluding to in the chat. Okay, people actually enjoyed the tell-all. Okay, 90 Day. Oh, Cassie didn't. Oh, Data gave it a 6 out of 10. Katie. There we go. 8, 7, 7, 9, 8. Okay. 2 because of Angela. Oh. Yeah, that really turned me off. TG says he looks like Dave Chappelle's character. I know, if you know Dave Chappelle's character, you know who TG's talking about. 8, 7, 4, 5. Okay. I mean, overall, it seems as if you guys enjoyed the tell-all. We will be recapping next week. Same time, same place. Part 2 of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, the tell-all. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you to everyone that sent in the super chat. Thank you to everyone that liked the video. Thank you to everyone that was a part of the conversation in the chat. Look, I didn't realize I could talk about this show for this long because it was such a terrible season. But as you are all saying in the chat, the tell-all probably saved us for the season. And I'm looking forward to 90 Day Fiancé, The Single Life, 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way. And hopefully they found new characters. But The Other Way, we got Jenny and Submit again. But I don't mind it. So far. We shall see. Guys. Don't forget to like this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section if you're watching this after the live. And be sure to follow me on my social media so you never miss out on anything. Thank you to everyone that's here. And thank you to everyone that watches later. Talk to you guys. I'm going to go take a shower and go lay down. Y'all know I've been on the clock for forever. Thanks, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for more content. I don't think we're going to have a live tomorrow unless there's breaking news. And you just never know. Stay tuned. All right. And more than likely the podcast will be out tomorrow. I haven't been well, y'all. Bear with me. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great night.